to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the group. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Michigan's offense will have the ball first. And here comes Bryce Underwood. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Running inside, it's Marshall. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Swamped immediately. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Marshall. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got it. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Quick give. It's Marshall. There he goes.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. Like, you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's Underwood to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Underwood looking to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff for Robinson. Pulled to the ground.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Rid of it on the RPO. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rides the option. He keeps it. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Turns it upfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Sooners!
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Driven back.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Underwood. Left side, it's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Under pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Rushes on. Working the middle. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Blaylock. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Oh, pressure's coming. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
4 wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Comes down, it's Marshall. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's Underwood to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And now if I was the offense, I'd think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere, because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up a sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Handoff to Xavier. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll test the right side. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. On the stop.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Marshall. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Underwood. He'll take a deep shot here. And welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the football first. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. Last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes and a 300-yard day through the air.
How much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? It was so special a year ago. And, David, you could really see all the work this guy has put in the offseason. He's playing at a different level early this season and certainly looking to continue that today.
And that's why this team's doing a lot of winning, and he's doing a lot of performing. Like, he's coming out the gates really, really strong. Got his team in position early on. Listen, you got to start fast. Then you get to the middle of the season.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how did they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little...
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So,
oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. You're starting running back.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Hands it off. He breaks a tackle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Makes the grab in their space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Keeps it himself. The pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate the chicken balls.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Mateer. Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Wolverine. He got a step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Some misdirection with the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Hits inside, it's Robinson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Left side is Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Delay to the back. It's Blaylock. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that
snags it, and there's running room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Blaylock. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it on the right. Hard running there. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown Sooners! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Turning it on! And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Pulls it on the option. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Running inside. It's Robinson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They give it to him again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Here's Robinson. Nowhere to go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Quick give. It's Marshall. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Underwood. Left side, it's Marshall. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Underwood. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
In the backfield, it's Carry-On. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it on the counter. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that, but they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Look out! Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires quickly. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, it's Marshall. Fights off a defender. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And there you see his playmaking ability. Golly, like for a quarterback to be able to do this and just take off and outrun a defense, it shows you how athletic these guys are. They're big-time playmakers. And the moment the defense doesn't focus on them, they'll take off and they'll take it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Drops back on 1st down. And he's stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Out wide right. It's Sategna. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to get started. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We start with Oregon taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Now over to your game inside the big house. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed. A terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holland. Turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Underwood. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Moves the pocket, it's Underwood. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Extending the play. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Robinson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Run ends there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Keeps it himself. Finding some room. Bust through behind his pad. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the reels, takes it in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. There he goes. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And, guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket.
He caught it. He'll be stopped just short the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Rush right in his face. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Here's Underwood to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will give them the lead.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good foot. Makes a grab and room to run. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Tells to fake. They get to him as he throws. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Robinson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Right side, it's Sategna. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Turns into the pile. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Sooners kept this drive moving. Brown now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Follows his blocks. It's Blaylock. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got him quickly. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Blaylock. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Left side is Blaylock. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And that's such a good job by this. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario for the offense. The good news is they recovered the fumble. The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
Making his first move. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. The play fake. Out wide right, it's Hansen. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that have tried to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The option, he'll keep it. Got enough space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The run inside. It's Robinson. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Xavier again. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again, and that just puts so much pressure.
Touchdown Sooners! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Under pressure, and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Head coach wanted to be aggressive. You could have just kicked an extra point and tied it. Instead, you went for the lead. You come up short. Now, you put a lot of pressure on your defense to get the ball back.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Changing the routes with his receivers. Underwood. Buying time to his right. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is, once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the 2nd play. The 1st play, everybody had a route to run, but the 2nd play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Again, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. RPO complete. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
He's got it. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.